Hey folks, and welcome back to Rimworld and our playthrough with a group we're calling the Bad Guys. We have Edward on a drug binge, but green is an odd color. I don't remember that being a mental break color. But then again, it's been almost 2 weeks since we really played this. Recording back-to-back episodes here. Hoping to get back on a regular schedule. I think I have it worked out. Got some regular time carved out where we can make that happen. So that is the goal, and I really hope that is the case. So we had a raid gone wrong show up last time with 3 cougars. They actually handled them fairly easily. And we used our defensive positions to set up over here. We did notice that they were able to kind of set up in a safe spot and take pot shots at our turret, which doesn't have the same range as a sniper rifle. So that's something to consider. We could fix that fairly easily by putting a wall here, forcing them to come in a little bit further, and that's not the worst idea for the time being. The thing is that does also kind of restrict our own snipers from shooting out further. But given that, well, let it run one more time, and we'll see how much danger this turret gets into. Because while some enemies might do that, others are going to be rushing in, and we were able to kill enough of them fast enough where they retreated far before this turret was in any danger. Tons of food. I'm going to hold off on sewing for now. I hope that's not a mistake. It feels like we are doing just fine in the food category. Got the heater put in here. That's good. It's set to 70. Sure. I'll go 66. We killed 2 guests last time. We tried to recruit them, but they left. They had an amazing time, promised to return. But, I'm not sure if we wanted it to go that far. It's now or never, we basically told them. Or I guess we must have implied that. They might have stayed if we had told them that. Alright, so what are our projects? We really need to get some research going. We bumped up the research for McBride to a 2, but she's still going to warden and negotiate and grow, but she's not going to do all the grow. That's what this little half circle means. She's only going to sow crops. Okay, she's not going to bother with the harvesting. That's cool. The thing is, there's probably a lot to sow, although we did just what? So Rain must be the only person that can do the heal route. I feel like I haven't seen any heal route in for a while now. And sewing is on. We need to completely redo our farms. Okay, let's just fix this now. This is ridiculous. Let's just delete that zone. Well, actually that was kind of dumb. Because we do want to harvest it. Well, our animals will graze on it, I guess. But for example, this is psychoid plant. That's not bad, I guess. It's not ridiculously far. This does feel too far. I think we'll move it down to here. And we roll it in here. Store some in here. Yeah. So we'll expand the zone to say here. And that's going to be smoke leaf. Okay. Sewing is off for this. Yeah, I mean, if McBride has sewing so high... Oh, there she goes. She's sewing now, okay. We're doing okay on the growing. I'm gonna bring McBride back up here. I'm just gonna bring research to a 1. Bring this to a 2. Go ahead and do your warning and negotiating, but then just go research. And the only time I don't want you researching is if someone's already doing it. Then you can go help sow crops. Because that's just a never-ending job, I think, in this colony. And Rain can do it so much faster. Did you have a passion for it, though? Yeah, you didn't have a passion for it, and you're only a 5. It was just, I don't know. A lot of blood around here. Let's see if this is in our home zone. Otherwise, the cleaning bot won't get to it. It is. These trees. Oh, I get some wood coming in. That's good. I think I mean, yes, it doesn't grow very fast, but it's far. Maybe we get some trees in here. Drago tree. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. If we're ever here and we need to fall back, a little extra cover wouldn't hurt. So we'll turn this into a growing zone for Drago trees. I mean, we'll probably get, I don't know, maybe one other tree in there. 2 or 3 if we're lucky. 3 would surprise me, but 2 total seems reasonable. But that's fine. We won't need much wood, but a little steady amount coming in. And we'll end up buying some here and there as well. Let's check on our prisoner. We got Rachel last time. We like Rachel. Rachel's, well, actually, maybe we don't. Jealous, Pyromaniac, kind of annoying. Jealous especially, I think, because that's just a constant mood debuff. Pyromaniac, I think, is fairly manageable. But Bloodlust is nice. Double Passion for crafting. And mining construction help is always welcome. And plants. So she can really help out with some of the big jobs. And hopefully it can get to the point where she becomes an expert level crafter for our weapons and clothing and stuff. So how is she doing then? Her resistance is not... We just got it down from 12.9 to 12.0. Because of low mood. We're not really pampering her much at all. She's being forced to eat human meat. Dromedaries can just wander in and out. No clothes have made it up here. Even though they are critical, right? Oh no, we made them normal. Yeah, no wonder that's not happening. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, we have it awful to poor, so go ahead and make this critical. And if we have any kind of parkas, go ahead and make that critical too. And she'll put that on if she wants to. But let's see what's... She's in darkness. Yeah, we gotta... And she's naked. So getting rid of those two will help quite a bit. Unsightly environment. We could probably spruce that up too. And the awful barrack is tied into that. So why don't we build a copy of this light? That'll connect from there. That's nice. Okay, yeah, let's do opposite corners of the room. We will do a little floor smoothing. Well, that's not going to help too much. Really what we need to do is get a real floor in. That didn't take. There we go. And that'll help a bit. Let's see, is it T or... Total room stats. That's not the one I'm looking for, actually. Yeah, this one. Yeah, -1s everywhere for the floor. Nothing looks good. We could get a statue in here. That would help quite a bit. Han's getting that light up, so that'll get rid of the -5. So, I mean, her mood's not terrible. 35%. Just boosted a little bit. Still an awful barrack. How's your bed? Normal. Now Han's doing a little schmoozing. Yeah, we increased his priority for wardening as well last episode. Okay, we'll come back to Rachel. We'll get there eventually, but it might take a while. Oh, and Phoenix's floor is done. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm fine with that. It kind of looks, you know, fairly appropriate for the character, I guess. Okay, cool. Now, since Hans wants to stay down here, let's do Hans's next. Hans would probably go wooden. Because we don't have very much wood. We do have it kind of sitting around rotting for some reason. Yeah, this is too far away, so we'll go ahead and delete that zone. The Drago trees. Yeah, so we have actually plenty of wood to get a room done. What I'm thinking for Hans is a pattern kind of like... We'll do a pattern like with Phoenix, but a different pattern. I think maybe this hexagonal tiles. And we'll go marble for Hans. And we'll do it just around his... We'll do a layer around his bed. Oh, we need furniture too. And yeah, then we'll do wood for the rest. Just a nice wooden vertical floor. We'll start with that, and then we need to get some furniture in too. Could grow some trees right out here. I mean, just even moving them down a little bit would help a lot. So we'll get a little tree thing going here. Something like this. And this will be Stu Drago. They grow slower, but you get more out of it and we'll have to tend to them less. And let's see how we do on stones. Not great. What is most of this rock? Marble? I would like to get some rough paths going. Doing well on steel and silver. Got some uranium kicking around. Oh, we gotta check our components. 135, good. That's where we want to be. Mad Emu. Emus can be dangerous. It's gonna go around. Is anyone out here? It won't go for a dromedary. That's not ours anyway. Where is everybody? I guess they're all in the base hanging out. Here comes the emu. It might hit a trap and just die. Oh, right. Our turrets recognize mad animals. But not... Okay, yeah, they recognize mad animals, but not animals being hunted. It's going to take out one of our turrets here, watch. Or we haven't hit a shot yet, I don't think. Still nothing from a gun. There we go. Finally got hit in the body with a gun. This turret has half health and the emu is down. Okay, cool. Didn't have to get involved. That's how I like it for the mad animals. Little piece of steel. We'll get that hauled in when we can. Got a little bit of smelting going on here. I don't recall seeing anyone do it anytime recently. But it's there and available. We did lay down some pathing before. You can see this rough line. What is this anyway? Marble flagstones? Yeah, I guess we'll just continue with that. We have the most of it. It seems weird to use marble for outdoor walkways, but I think it is our best option. Flagstone. Odd that it defaults to jade. $250 just for a path up here. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll go around the building. 45 is a big project. Down there. And then across there. I think we already have it all the way there. Good. And then, yeah, we did it down here. Did we do it across here? Across there. And then finally, we'll close it off. Okay. And Phoenix working on Hans's room. Looks alright. There's always... I kind of wish there was a way to... I don't know. Put some sort of trim or border between two different textures, I guess. It's always just a hard... just a flat line. But this is cool. I think the wood actually looks really good. I don't know if this is the wood from the floor mods or if that's the standard wood. I don't quite remember. So all three are a little bit different as far as the woods go. Okay, cool. And no one's using the other bedrooms right now. So we've got 4 bedrooms that are respectable. And I don't know how much wood we have left because it's not in a stockpile. There's 50 there. You know what? 60. We have 95. 110 wood. At least. So I will keep some furniture. And they'll go use that to build it. And that'll be good. Gives a small comfort bonus to beds. Well, these beds are... That's excellent. That's masterwork. So these beds are doing just fine. It does improve the room otherwise, though. End table. Oh, so they both increase bed comfort. Okay, well, yes, we don't really need to increase bed comfort that much, but it will improve the room overall. So their room rating might go up, and you're not there, but you put yours like there. No, cancel that. I do want to maintain the kind of the wooden border around this stone. Okay. Well, in which case, we'll make yours a little bit different then. Yours can be the flipped one. Okay. These are all the same, though. Alright, our bots are moving. We got the rain. Steven, should we just bury Steven? You know, I thought about making this like a tomb, like making a tomb area down here, maybe a chapel. Not two things I normally don't build. But for the time being, we're just going to make a grave for Steven. He's hung around long enough on this bar where we're finally giving in, so he's going to get a grave. Not in the middle because... put him here, maybe it'll help the fertilizer. Help to fertilize. Who's available? Sarai, you do construction? Right now you're hauling to build the wooden spike trap. Okay, that's fine. Do this after. So I'll queue it up by holding shift. And then I'll make sure that's colonist only. And we get Steven in there. Steven, by the way, who's probably been partially eaten by... yeah, left shoulder bitten off, left leg bitten off. I suppose left shoulder bitten off means your whole left arm is gone. I would imagine. Unless we have it stacked neatly next to you. Left leg, right leg, both bitten off, right hand bitten off. Yeah, we'll still bury you. Okay, let's speed this up. So drugs doing... okay, McBride is researching. Excellent. So we will learn about beer. We'll get our brewery set up. This will all become hops. We'll use the sand area to build our brewery and, you know, casks and things. Wow, Sarai just now got there. I wonder why the hauling bots aren't coming way out here. Where's our robots? Yeah, you're unrestricted. You guys are all on, right? I'm not making this mistake again, yeah. I mean, now you're just recharging. Yeah, you're activated, you're activated, you're activated. Okay, meteorite. We've got a lot of meteorites. Is this silver, maybe? Yeah, another silver one. This is not the first. Yeah, it's right above it. Lecter and Edward are fighting. Lecter is not using his knife, at least. Edward seems to be fleeing. Oh shit, Lecter, put the knife away. Okay. Now they're going to rest. Lecter flashed the knife, but that's all it was. Okay. Lecter's gonna go eat. He's gonna get a fine meal for this one. How are we doing on marble? We still have 336 marble left. We do have a lot of flagstone going in there, so I won't build anything new with marble yet. The hauling bot is taking human meat up here, right? Still, so I guess we don't have any clothes that fit those criteria. Rachel's still naked. But hey, that's not the end of the world. We are bad guys after all. How's the temperature in here? 31 degrees. Okay, so it's holding. And it's 70 in here. Good. So her mood can't be that bad. Cooked cannibalism. Is this cooked cannibalism? I'm not quite sure how she's eating. We have her set to food none, correct? No, mains. Who can only eat from the nutrient paste dispenser. Theirs doesn't have human meat in it, though. So I don't know if someone is getting a meal out of that and bringing it to her, or if she's doing it herself. Unclear. She ate recently, though. And she's down to 9.9. So, yeah, we're slowly bringing it down, but, you know, it shouldn't be too difficult. So we got a major break risk for Nash. Being in darkness is not helping. Psychic Soothe, hey now. I wonder if that affects our prisoners. Quite comfortable. Spacious interior. Moderate expectations. Unless that Soothe was specifically for a specific gender. Male gender. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't affect Rachel here. Unclear if it would or not, but I think any person is affected. All right, you guys are getting this up fast. Man, look at Phoenix, all these greens. Recreation fully satisfied. Killed someone. Maybe part of your recreation. Moderate expectations. Psychite Tea, Psychite Soothe. That's right. Did we get you guys on drug schedules yet? I guess we just have it open-ended. It is actually a fairly good idea to have your guys take Psychite Tea regularly. If I recall, you can take it every 3 days without any risk of addiction. So you could go to your assign drug policies. You could, so we have it just unrestricted. Social drugs is, I think by default even has Psychite Tea off. But you could go on a schedule and say, take it every 3 days. Not 10 times a day. Every 3 days. Only if your mood's below a certain thing, you could do that too to kind of boost moods. And you might want to look it up because I think it's 2.8 or something is when you would get addicted. So every 3 is safe. But our guys are just going to be drug users. They can use them whenever. Almost done. 6 more tiles to get. Is this set to mind? Yeah. Okay. Edward, how badly did Lecter hurt you, by the way? Your right second toe is bitten off. Hopefully that's not recent. Lecter used his teeth to do it, separating his right second toe. Now, that's already gray. Was that this fight? Oh, I guess anytime something's gone, it's gray. Okay. Okay. Well, you do not want to mess with Lecter, so Lecter, I'm sure, is just fine. Yeah, no health conditions. Sleeping peacefully. Unsightly environment. Got some dirt in here. So we have this cleaning show heat map. We have this cleaning mod here where you can reprioritize these. So we have a cleaning area that it does first, and then they'll do the home area. The cleaning area is the hospital and the kitchen. Now, the thing is you have to make a whole new area, which I don't know if I want to make an area just for this. Wait, by the way, I gave her mains food. That's a problem. Not I want her to have regs. Where? I guess just paste. Paste is fine. Somehow she's still got cooked cannibalism. And this is down to 69. Yeah, someone's replenishing it, so I guess she is using this. What's her food at? Oh, she just ate. Damn it, I missed it. I think someone brought her a meal. She was getting main, which is the best we have. A boomalope on the property. It will eat crops. So rain. Well, you've got a pump shotgun. Maybe not the best choice. Phoenix. Oh, and Sarai. Perfect. You too. Come over here. And... oh, shit. Attack that. Can you hit it? Oh, shit. Okay. Draft. You go fight those fires. And it's raining, so we're fine. And we'll get a little bit of meat out of it. Only a minor break risk. Who's got tattered apparel? Lecter? Lots of people. It might be... oftentimes that's armor. But no, your cloth jacket is now poor. Our raw material storage is getting quite up there. which we're hoping to move kind of into here. Maybe I can just do that now. I guess there'd be no harm in sort of starting to plan out this storage room and what it's going to look like. We can still make it into where we need to go. Yeah, we might as well start blocking it off. I hate using granite for this, but we have the most of that. So we will. There'll be more granite available. So we're going to want one here, here, and here. And then here. So basically I don't want to block our path to placing any of these blocks or to mining the remaining blocks. So I think this would potentially, well, we'd eventually mine through it and get around, but so maybe I'll just leave that open, that like that. And we'll put our raw materials here, say, in a door that we just keep open. And the reason we put a door, as I've mentioned in the past, is so it counts as a separate room. So when they're in this room working, the amount they're impressed by the room is based only on this room. And if we didn't have a door, it'd also be based on, you know, this adjoining area, which it would think was part of the room. And that adjoining area would be filled with just all this junk here, which does not look good. All right, let's get that roof off. So we'll start, you know, doing what we can to start closing this off and laying out the, you know, the space for our eventual raw material storage. Because this is getting pretty much full. Got some Wharton here that we can't use. Not yet, but McBride is getting to it. She's not great at it. She'll get better. She's about to level up, actually. So, way to go, McBride. For some reason, Lecter can't be bothered, but I guess we do have a lot of cooking to do. We don't really have our cooking efficiently set up. I mean, our meals are way over here. 3 doors, that's absurd. I know I do have it to drop on floor, but for most of these. You can't... There's a mod I used to have, I need to figure out what it was, but you could see drop on floor along this top, like it was one of your suspended buttons or copy. There would be an arrow to take the best stockpile or drop on floor that you could toggle, which I like. Alright, so we are caught up on meals. We do make pemmican now, which is great. We haven't caravanned yet, though, since we discovered it. Hasn't been anything in the world to go do. I mean, we could just go and try to destroy a colony. Which I do plan on doing. We've got one great weapon already for that, this orbital bombardment targeter. That's a great first attack. Oh, and we've got the assault rifle here. I forgot all about that from last episode. It's a normal one, full hit points. Let's see, Hans. I guess Hans with a heavy SMG. And then rain. I do like the pump shotgun. It's brutal at close range. Yeah, I do like keeping that. Hans, you take the assault rifle, since you're close by anyway. That's nice. Now, I'm thinking about having Rain switch over to the heavy SMG. Let's see. It's best at close range, which is good. 12 damage, but fires 3 shots, so potentially 36 per volley. Range is 23... Armor penetration, stopping power, not as good. Yeah, the shotgun has the stopping power. Let's see. You're also good at close range, but you're even better at short range. So wait a minute. Three cells or less. So this gun is excellent if someone gets too close to you. But I don't know why you'd want to bait them into such a tiny window. Unless you had a huge advantage, which maybe you do with that gun. But anyway, this does 18 damage, but that's per shot, and you have less range. Melee damage per second. Stopping power, much better though. Was that 6 times better than the other one? The other one was 0.5. Yeah, interesting. I think I'm used to Rain having the shotgun. I think I'm going to keep it for now. But someone should be using this. Nash, I think, already has one. But yours is normal. This one is normal too. Okay. Sarai, the sniper. No one else fights. Okay. Oh, this grave has to be done by now, right? Okay, good. No one's here yet, which is good. Oh, shit. Someone got buried in there. Open it up. It wasn't Steven. And let's... Damn it. Yeah, you gotta babysit the graves. Lecter is carrying human meat. What the hell is he doing? Oh, I know what he's doing. So there's not enough space left on here for any more human meat, but he's butchering. I would love to be able to kind of pause a stockpile, but no, this is fine. Problem is, so we have a huge inefficiency here. We have a bunch of other bad guys stored in the freezer down below. But this is the only human meat butchering spot. So I'll just add another butcher spot. I'll build a copy of this butcher spot. I don't know if it copies the bills. And it'll be in here. And I'll put it in front of the door. That way anyone walking by can sometimes get a glimpse. Bad temperature, that's fine. You don't have the same bills, just to make sure. Just copy, oh, just one. Okay. Copy that bill. And we'll put it here. Paste. The radius is still good. So we'll start butchering these guys at just as high of a priority. Instead of moving... So what we were doing was moving a guy here critically, butchering here, which is the only place we butcher humans, taking that human meat there, bringing the rest down here, grabbing another body, bringing it back up. Yeah, it's just not good. Okay. And then we'll get this open. Nash, you're nearby. Come over here. Open that grave. Okay, rotting body. I don't know what we're going to do with that, but this is going to be reserved for Steven. You can assign colonists now. I don't know if you could always do that. And you can assign it well ahead of time. We've done that in a previous series. With a colonist we didn't like, we would dig their grave and then assign it to them. Just so they could see it every time they walked by. Okay, so Steven will be finally... Oh, there he goes now, the hauling bot. Okay, I'm good with that. We never really wanted to give Steven a grave, but it's been annoying us, so the robot can take care of it. That's acceptable. And I think that'll be a good place to put this episode to rest as well, with the hauling bot burying Steven. And you know what, that does tidy up our colony list a little bit and actually makes us look stronger. I didn't realize that psychologically seeing that downed colonist the whole time was making me think that, you know, we kind of had some weaknesses, which we obviously do. But we've got 6 fighters now. We've got Sarai, who is not a bad guy, right? I keep forgetting this. Yeah, but she's tough, super immune, and a fast learner. So she's clearly the king of the barracks. Everyone's got a bed down here. Food is okay. Health is okay. And some work is actually getting done here. A little bit more mining to do. But, you know, go ahead and... Well, I won't mine these out yet. I want to get this done and sealed off, then we'll start shaping this room a little bit and seeing how far we can spread out before we hit more overhead mountain. It looks like it'd be right here is my guess. But we'll knock this wall out. We could at least get one more wall of space here. Maybe, if we're lucky, get all of this. Something along those lines. But at the very least, we've got, you know, this plus a little bit here. Not bad for overflow raw material storage. Okay, cool. And beer brewing is just about done, so hopefully next episode, that will be our focus. I would like to get some wood for that, so hopefully we get a trader that sells wood. Because I don't know if our trees will be ready in time. Well, 77%. Oh, 98%. Okay. Well, I think that would be fitting, actually. We could cut down these trees, use it to build a brewery, which I think, you know, at least where we're like aging the casks and stuff should be. Feels like it should be wood. I don't know if that's realistic or not. But yeah, we'll do that next episode, assuming nothing else pops up. And we hope it does. But I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.